So I wrote a poem and I'd like to share it with you guys, if you don't mind. It goes a little something like this. The very first rule of being a mistress is to know exactly how to play your role. And this is the one thing men never forget to remind us women when the going gets old. I mean, it's universal knowledge, or so I'm told. So I'd assume that when you came through that you knew exactly what to do. I let it go the first time, when you overstayed your welcome. Now I can't seem to let you go, and each and every single time you come feels like the first time. You're messing with my credibility. No one's ever even seen this side of me. It's incredible. I mean, why'd you have to treat me like an edible? See, when it rains, it pours, and Miss Goody Two-Shoes don't wear them pairs no more. You have this thing you do, you tease me. Got me thinking that I'm coming up for air, then you hit me with that life ain't fair. That's when St. Clair's no longer there, or we on demon time. And as much as I'd like to shake you off, there seems no use in trying. See, my main likes to take flights, so I'm lonely on most nights. Can you blame me? And every time he's out of town, you come back in for several rounds. Yeah, you prey on this. You clock in like you get paid for this. You know you my kryptonite. And whether or not we creep tonight, you've learned exactly what I like, even built in me your appetite. How did I get to this? I know exactly what you taste like. You got me waiting for your next bite. You've taken up space in this. You're like mental gigabytes. You have the audacity to up and download yourself in me. I mean, it's crazy at this point. I'm at full storage with you. Yes, indeed, we do get busy, but you're really starting to get friendly, leaving your things all up around me. This all started with a casual rendezvous, but I ain't signed up for residues, no residuals. Not unless we're talking income, so listen here. You've got to get up out of here. Please do pack up all you got, long as you get up out my spot, and make sure you don't pack light, because you won't be coming back another night. They say what hardens the potato is what softens the egg. What you once viewed as water has ordered you an Uber and met some lower temperatures, so I'm here waiting for your departure, respectfully. I'm a little more icy, so talk nice to me. And I'm so sorry if I'm being rude, but this is exactly what gets to happen when depression is your side dude. Play it again. What's going on, guys? You already know who it is. It's your favorite born again hooligan, only to be queen again. Listen here. So I just want to have a breakdown of everything. This is a longer breakdown. If you follow me on Instagram, I should be looking here, sorry. If you follow me on Instagram, then you got the short breakdown of what the poem was about. But right here, I'm just gonna break it down and talk a little bit about my journey and, you know, my experience with depression and stuff. So stay tuned. So when it comes to my depression, I feel like I've dealt with it at times I didn't even recognize that that's what it was, even in my childhood, from anything from insecurity to separation anxiety. Usually, many of you know, depression is married to anxiety. They usually come package deal. So there's that. And for me, I believe I dealt with it at a very young age. I just didn't know how to identify it as that. I'm sure you guys can relate. And most recently, you know, you have your wins and your losses with depression. You just have to keep at it. And that's one thing I wanted to keep true in this poem. Like towards the end, when I say, what you once viewed as water, as in me, I view myself as water, because I have the power to either harden a potato or soften the egg. Don't lose. I'm not trying to lose you here, but I'm icy. In other words, I'm stronger, but I'm also calmer now. So I'm not a fool anymore. Sorry, I'm starting from the end, but yeah, that's what I meant by that. And the part right here that I really want you to catch is where I say, so I'm here waiting for your departure respectfully. Anyone who deals with depression knows that you can't walk up to a depressed person, whether they're medically, you know, like depressed or just having an episode, no matter what level your depression is at. It's not up to that person to just get rid of it. Like, think happier thoughts, do what you like. Like, those things are, you know, they help with the symptoms temporarily, but they're not things that really heal and rid of depression. So I really wanted to emphasize that right here. And I actually did that by accident. I had a lot of accidental parts that really shocked me in this poem. Rider bait. Let me stop. But yeah. So I'm here waiting for your departure respectfully. Y'all know that new trend, people say respectfully, like, you know, like promptly, kindly. I'll be right here, you know, sternly waiting for you to go. You know, pack your stuff and get. Okay. So the beginning was just like an opener, you know, like it is a universal law that side chicks are supposed to play their role, do what they oughta. You know, you don't get the public dates, you don't get the, I have not, by the way, I don't plead the fifth. No, but I have not been a side chick before, please. So don't come for me. I have no experience. That's why I said this is universal knowledge, as I hope that it should be. I don't know if it should be or not, but anyway. Depression in the view of being a side dude, as in you're cheating on your joy with depression, has basically invaded your space. And depression should play its role, basically, is all I'm getting at. So I'd assume when you came through, you knew exactly what to do. Like, I basically am, what's the word? Désespéré. That's French. But like, I'm like, I've thrown in the towel. I've given up, basically. I have like a depressive reaction to the depression. I'm like, whatever, have your way with me. You're already here. I already know what you're gonna do. I didn't think. So when you first start to realize, when you first, you know, make acquaintance that you really are dealing with depression, you don't think that it's gonna stay as long as it does. I can get real emotional, I'm sorry. But you know what I mean? But it overstays its welcome, like I say here in the poem. You mess with my credibility, as in I change when you're in me. When I have depression, I'm not my true self. I'm not my most honest self, my bright self, my loving self. Why'd you have to treat me like an edible? So let's take the cat out the bag. The whole vibe of this poem is not only that depression is a side dude, but that depression, you know, what do side dudes do? They provide the pleasure on a bedly level. Yeah. We grown, or if you're not, you know, you should not be watched. I don't think it's ID, but you know what I'm saying? It's just providing that awful pleasure. You're cheating on what you shouldn't, which is your joy. And you know, metaphorically in real life, you know, you shouldn't be cheating on the person that you committed to. So it's in that same regard. Let's see what I should break down on. You have this thing you do, you tease me. So depression comes, you know, in those increments sometimes, and you think, oh, that's it, you know, I come up for air, and then you hit me with that life ain't fair, literally. Like, why is this happening? Life is not fair. You're confused, you know, with this. And then Saint Clair. So my name is Claire. It's just a play on Saint Clair, like Catholicism. Like, basically, I'm no longer nice girl. Goody two shoes, doesn't wear them pairs no more. Same thing. Every time he's out of town, he is my joy. Not he is my joy, but we're referring to joy metaphorically here. You come back for several rounds. No, it's not the rounds again. Not the rounds that you thought, but rounds, as in hits of depression, increments, sessions, seasons, you know. You know, you're my kryptonite. Depression weakens me. You know, it's my weakness. Whether or not it creeps tonight, so tonight or not. I know exactly what you taste like. You got me waiting for your next bite. I already know when your depression is gonna come, and I, in some ways, anticipate the next time it comes because it's become, sadly, a way of life. It gets sad talking about this, but those who deal with it know what I'm talking about. You know, you have some wins, some losses. But I'm a believer. I believe in Jesus Christ, and that he is healer and savior of all, and that's how I get through depression. But yeah. You have the audacity to up and download yourself in me. Self-explanatory. Like, you upload yourself, and you basically you come to me when you please, and you go away when you please. Again, please be gentler with people who have depression. They do not choose to be here. But before I go on and on and on and on and on and on, I think that's about it. At the end, I have my little, you know, Nuck if you buck moment. Like I try to, you know, when you have depression, you try to be the one to take the step on your own to get rid of it. Like, you go away. And in some ways that does help, but in most, depression does what it does, and you have to wait it out. It's kind of like a mountain, and it's God that has to be the one to move it while you just wait. I'm sorry for those that lost their battle with depression. Depression opens the door. It's like a gateway drug, and in some forms, to other things, primarily anxiety, which I also have dealt with. So if you have dealt with depression, just know I understand you. You are not alone. I hope this poem made you feel like you can relate, at least in that, you know, someone else gets it.
Can I start now?
Okay, so I am at my aunt's house. Say hi, my young. This is my sister. She about to react to my poem. My cousin reacted to it already, but my sister, this is her first time seeing it, so let's see how she reacts to it. Go ahead, press play. Goes a little something like this.
Okay.
The very first rule of being a mistress is to know exactly how to play your role. Why you have to treat me like you're edible? See, when it rains, it pours, and Miss Goody Two Shoes don't wear them pairs no more. You have this thing you do, you tease me. Got me thinking that I'm coming up for air, then you hit me with that life ain't fair. That's when Sinclair's no longer there, or we on demon time. And as much as I like to shake you off, there seems no use in trying. See, my man likes to take flights, so I'm lonely on most nights. Can you blame me? You've learned exactly what I like, even built in me your appetite. How did I get to this? I know exactly what you taste like. You got me waiting for your next bite. Wait. You're like mental gigabytes. You have the audacity to up and download yourself in me. I mean, it's crazy at this point.
Wait, up and download. Hey. Okay.
I mean, it's crazy at this point. I'm at full storage with you. This all started with a casual rendezvous, but I ain't signed up for residues, no residuals. Not unless we're talking income, so listen here.
Okay. Let's bring some economics into this.
What you once viewed as water has ordered you an Uber and it's a lower temperature. So and I'm so sorry if I'm being rude, but this is exactly what gets to happen when depression is your side dude.
Okay.
And my sister's a writer, y'all. Let's not play games.
Yes, I'm legit, honey.
Okay.
And this one,
Rihanna.
I liked it, Brian.
Did you see that end?
Yes, I love that end when depression
is your
side dude. I did not see that coming, which is why I love it so much.
Oh, Rihanna. Thank you, boo.